In practice example 15.7, we are still applying Le Chatelier's principle, specifically the effect of changing volume. And so the first one says, in the reaction of dinitrogen tetroxide to 2 moles of nitrogen dioxide in a 3-liter container, what would be the effect on the concentrations if the pressure were doubled? That is, we are changing or increasing the pressure not by introducing an inert gas, but by decreasing the volume. So if they half the volume, so necessarily if you half the volume here from 3 to 1.5 liters, you effectively change all the pressures. So what would be the effect? Changing the volume here has the effect of, well, specifically decreasing the volume has the effect of shifting the equilibrium position to that side of the reaction where you have fewer numbers of moles of gas. So because we have the same species could exist as 1 mole of N2O4 or as 2 moles of NO2 gas. So in the smaller volume condition, this would be the preferred existence here in N2O4 because there's fewer moles of gas. I'm looking at the 2 compared to the 1. And so for A, we would say that the equilibrium would shift to the left. Okay. Now how exactly the concentrations would change? Well, concentration is number of moles over volume. And the volume is now changing, so without numbers we can't really say, but we can say which way the equilibrium would shift at least. Now in B, it says, how is the equilibrium amount of hydrogen gas produced in the water-gas shift reaction affected by changing the total gas pressure of the system, or by changing the total gas pressure or the system volume? If I changed so, well, here's the thing. If I change the pressure, the total pressure of the system by introducing an inert gas, that has no effect on the equilibrium position anyways. But here they're specifically saying that I'm changing the total pressure by changing the volume. And in these examples in 15.7. And because I have 1 + 1 is 2 and 1 + 1 is 2 on this side, I have the same number of moles of gas on each side. That's the reason why changing the volume in B has no effect on the equilibrium position, whereas changing the volume in A does because I had different numbers. Okay, so just remember that when you decrease the volume, it'll shift towards that side of the reaction that has the fewer numbers of moles of gas, and if you increase the volume, it'll shift to that side of the reaction that has more moles of gas. So that's that for 15.7, Le Chatelier's principle.